Break free from 3 self-sabotaging ANTs, automatic negative thoughts. You've just been laid off, and doomsday thoughts ricochet through your brain in a chaotic rush. You're an idiot who can't hold a job. You'll never be hired again. You're going to end up on the street with no means of supporting yourself. One example of a cyclical cognitive pattern is the all-or-nothing way of thinking, which features about 12 categories. These categories are defined by the intrusive notion that some current situation is irredeemably terrible or deceptive, a skewed way of thinking leading to unsympathetic reaction. Therefore, it's essential to identify the cognitive distortions with which people struggle so as to prevent them from stemming one's happiness. ANTs tend to arise when we become anxious or depressed. Despite the fact that these issues affect most of us at one time or another, they become an issue once we persist with them or have extreme difficulty letting go of biased views. Whenever you go out of your way to stand up to these distortions, and it allows you to relax rather than go out of your way to reinforce them. Whenever you go out of your way to stand up to these distortions and recognize and leaving some people alone and getting them in a bad mood is quite typical, and a few of them can cause considerable melancholy. Bad feelings are strong, and, if you're too sensitive, it is very easy to remember that the last thing someone said or did to you. If you've been unsuccessful, it's also because you have not shown success to a high enough degree, or because no one cares about what you've been doing. Either way, it is because you're worthy of a whole one way or the other. You should keep your mind and talent flawed, because mistakes are unforgivable. Things shouldn't be the way they truly are. You feel guilty when you mess up, and frequently become resentful of others who dismiss the pointless shit. Say that your grandchildren did not send thank you notes for their holiday gifts. How childish. You went to a lot of effort to choose their presents. How dare they not show some appreciation for your generosity? But your instinct is based on a lifelong expectation that people send thank you cards. These sorts of assumptions are fairly frequent, claims Sampson. The strength of response is considerable, and it can even damage. Essentially breast, you dismiss any positive changes as unimportant or have no amount of positive outcomes are useful in whatever manner for a variety of reasons. For example, your daughter phones to say she's unable to make Sunday dinner as you had asked, but instead is going to visit on Saturday. You do not believe that as you're focusing on the idea that your daughter is coming not when you specified, Sam, you are failing to reason that your daughter cares enough about you for you to make efforts to include her.